Nearly 3 decades after its debut, but the cast of The Shawshank Redemption continue to have remarkable careers in film and television. Let's see how they were after leaving the set of Shawshank. 1. Tim Robbins. Tim Robbins, born October 16, 1958 in West Covina, California, is the son of Gilbert Robbins, a folk singer and musician, and Adele Robbins, an actress and activist.
That help you in your rise in Hollywood. Who will remain nameless?
Right.
Yeah.
Have there been points in your career?
Robbins' breakthrough role came in 1988 when he played Nuke Lalouche in the baseball comedy Boulder.
I want to bring heat. Shake it off. Throw it your authority. Announce your what? Announce my presence with authority. To announce your fucking presence with authority? This guy's a first ball.
In 1994, Robbins starred in the critically acclaimed film The Shawshank Redemption, playing Andy Dufresne, a man wrongly convicted of murder and sentenced to life in prison.
Get this over with.
My husband tells me you're a great policeman.
And when you swallow mine, you're gonna swallow roosters. He done broke his nose. I think you ought to have something to show for it.
Tim Robbins was married to actress Susan Sarandon from 1982 to 2009, and they had 3 sons together.
Particularly for the reason. It was all, the potential for that was always on the page.
At age 63, Tim Robbins resides in Los Angeles, California, and is estimated to have a net worth of around $80 million. He owns various properties, including a home in Los Angeles and another in New York City. 2. Morgan Freeman. Morgan Freeman, born June 1, 1937 in Memphis, Tennessee, was the son of Morgana, a homemaker, and Morgan Porterfield.
Sometimes I have my moments.
Yes.
Yeah.
Had they given the movie role to someone else?
Freeman began his acting career in the 1960s, appearing in various theater productions.
We got beet soup, that's a sweet soup. Then there's meat soup, parakeets.
Hey, beef. Oh, forget about the soup. Let's see what you got in the menu.
He made his film debut in 1967 in the film A Man Called Adam.
Maybe she'll come back to me. I'm gonna pass on down.
One of Freeman's iconic roles is as Red in The Shawshank Redemption 1994, where he serves as the film's narrator, guiding the audience through a hopeful, resilient journey. And Andy Dufresne's redemption. He was married twice, first to Jeanette Adair Bradshaw from 1967 to 1979, and then to Mina Colley from 1984, until her death in 2010.
Freeman's beloved granddaughter often walked the red carpet at his side. She even told him,
Fashionable guy, he doesn't have to worry about it.
but that smile was dimmed forever.
At age 86, Morgan Freeman resides in Long Island, New York, and is estimated to have a net worth of around $250 million. He owns several properties, including a home in Long Island, New York, and a farm in Mississippi.
You understand that today, life on the planet is, scientists have said, if we don't hurry up and change our ways.
3. Bob Gunton. Bob Gunton, born November 15, 1947 in Bridgeport, Connecticut, is the son of Robert Gunton Sear, a plumber, and Dorothy Gunton, a homemaker.
How are you doing? How are you? Good to see you.
Welcome to Deconstruct. Gunton began his acting career in the 1970s and made his film debut in 1979 in Dawn.
It's Mr. Hadley, he's captain of the guards. I'm Mr. Norton, the warden. You are convicted felons. Rule number 1, no blasphemy. I'll not have the Lord's name taken in vain in my prison.
Bob Gunton's portrayal of prison warden Samuel Norton in The Shawshank Redemption is a powerful depiction of a cruel and corrupt prison driven by self-righteousness and a thirst for power.
While this isn't necessarily a bad thing, melding elements of each warden that I will be highlighting when applicable. But other than the aforementioned enhancements and omissions, the warden...
He has been married to actress Ann Douglas since 1980, and they have 2 children together.
But anyway, to celebrate the 25th anniversary of the movie, remind yourselves of...
At the age of 75, Bob Gunton resides in New York City, USA, and is estimated to have a net worth of about $8 million. He owns multiple properties, including a home in New York City and a resort in the Caribbean. 4. William Sadler. William Sadler, born August 13, 1959 in Buffalo, New York, is the son of William Sadler Soar, a dentist, and Charlotte Sadler, a homemaker.
And you're the bad guy. I mean, you're really bad, okay? So now why aren't you playing romantic leads instead of bad guys?
But I agree. Why aren't I playing romantic leads?
Sadler began his acting career in the 1980s.
But if you lose, you will stay here in hell.
白塗りメイクの死神に扮したサドラーは前作「ダイ・ハード2」でも死と身近な存在を演じました。
And made his film debut in 1989 in Die Hard 2. William Sadler's portrayal of Haywood in The Shawshank Redemption is a convincing and moving depiction of a kind, compassionate, and resilient man.
Russ, just calm the fuck down, will you?
Russ, come on.
Look, we can talk about this, right?
Nothing to talk about, goddammit, it's all talked out. I'm gonna kill his fucking... It's the only way they let me...
He has been married to actress Gina Chivette since 1994, and they have 2 children together.
And the Grim Reapers killed everybody who ever lived, so... Or wedgies, as we used to say. And Bill and Ted beat him 4 times in a row. And
At the age of 64, William Sadler resides in Los Angeles, California, USA. He has amassed a substantial net worth estimated at $4 million, including a home in Los Angeles and a resort in the Caribbean.
Something about him that you like, you know, the way he dresses, or he thinks he's cool. It was like a...
5. Clancy Brown. Lancy Brown, born January 5, 1959 in Delray Beach, Florida, is the son of Charles Brown, an insurance agent, and Joyce Brown, a homemaker.
Abuse. Soft flesh causes even one of the little ones who believe in me to...
Brown began his acting career in the 1980s and made his film debut in 1984 in Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
All I need are some tasty waves, cool buzz, and I'm fine.
What do you want now?
Now! Okay,
Clancy Brown's portrayal of Byron Hadley in The Shawshank Redemption is a chilling and memorable depiction of a brutal and corrupt prison environment.
Open that cell. If I hear so much as a mouse fart in here the rest of the night, I swear by God and Sonny Jesus, you will all visit the
He has been married to Janine Sherman since 1993, and they have 2 children together.
What else? Get him dressed and pick up his cars and...
At the age of 64, Clancy Brown resides in Los Angeles, California, USA. He has amassed a substantial net worth estimated at $8 million, including a home in Los Angeles and a resort in the Caribbean.